In the last video, we covered the basics on how to become a volunteer and how to sign up for a game. If you haven't watched that video yet, we recommend taking a moment to check it out. We here at GTV make every effort to live broadcast as many home games as we can. There are, however, rare occasions when we are unable to live stream a home game. In addition, we do not cover away games. That's where you come in. Our volunteers allow us to broaden our sports coverage and bring in a larger variety of games to the families of GHS athletes. In this video, we will cover the basics of what to expect inside of your camera kit and how to set it up for use. A GTV staff member will always be happy to help you and to answer any questions that may come up during a game. We are grateful to all our volunteers for the time that they dedicate to GHS sports teams and to GTV. Chapter 1. What to expect in your kit. When you sign up with us to record a game, we will sign out a sports kit to you. A typical sports kit will include the following: 1 tripod, 1 camera with a battery and power adapter, 2 SD cards, an iPad and an attachment arm, 2 headsets, a Y audio adapter, and a carrying case. Throughout this video, we will go through each of these pieces, their purpose, and how to set them up and operate them. GTV typically covers home games. For any home game that we have scheduled to broadcast live, we will always have the equipment set up, tested, and ready to broadcast before you arrive. Volunteer opportunities for GTV live broadcasts include commentating and operating a camera. If you have interest in filling either of these roles for a live streamed game, all you have to do is let us know and we will take care of setting up the equipment. Live commentary and multi-camera productions add depth and quality to our broadcasts and help us to provide high-quality coverage for athletes here at GHS. Also, as a volunteer, if you have a special request or an idea that you want to make possible, please let us know and we will try our best to accommodate them. Chapter 2. Setting up your equipment. Once you've figured out your location, the next step is to set up the equipment. First, spread out the tripod legs as shown here. Then, lengthen the tripod legs by unlatching the locks and extending the legs until they're at their desired height. There is a small bubble located on the tripod head that will indicate when the tripod is level. It is important to ensure that this bubble is centered, like so. Recording a game with an unlevel camera, even if it looks okay at first, will have odd-looking angles when you turn the camera down the field. A nice trick for recording out of a window is to only extend one leg and leave the other 2 short. Then, place the 2 short legs on the windowsill, like so. The extended leg will go to the floor to keep the tripod secure and level. In bleachers, you may have to have the legs extended at different lengths as well. Just keep in mind that the tripod needs to be level and extend the legs accordingly. Always make sure to lock the legs back in place by pressing down on the clips. The next step is to put the camera on the tripod. To do this, rotate the head so that the arm is facing you. All of our cameras come with a tripod plate already attached. This is used to mount the camera to the tripod. Simply line up the plate on the bottom of the camera with the opening on the top of the tripod and slide the camera in. You'll notice that now it is able to move back and forth, but it won't come off the tripod. This is a safety feature of these tripods to ensure that the cameras will not fall off, even if they are loose. In order to hold the camera in place, use the twist screw on the right side to secure it. If needed, the twist screw is able to slide outwards so that it can bypass something if it is being blocked. If your location has power available, now you can plug the power into your camera. The power cable plugs into the port labeled DC on the back of the camera. This switch turns the camera on. Keep in mind you need to press down the little blue button in the center to slide the switch. This is your viewfinder. It's where you'll be able to see what the camera is seeing. Once the camera is turned on and your viewfinder is out, take a look at the image you see there. Is it really bright and blown out, making it hard to see details? This often happens on sunny days. If you look here on the camera, just in front of the viewfinder, you'll see a switch that's labeled ND filter. This filter will darken the image to compensate for the bright sunlight. There are 3 settings here: off, 1/4, and 1/16. Feel free to move the switch between the 3 settings to pick which one looks the best. Now your camera is safely mounted on your tripod is level, and your camera is powered on. Next, you'll see on the arm of your tripod there is a small device attached. This device will help you more comfortably control the zoom functions as you follow the game. It also has a record button on it. The zoom speed is adjustable on this device using this dial. Since sports are fast-paced, it's usually a good idea to keep this on one of the higher settings. To connect this device, simply take the cable that is attached to it and plug it into the port on the back of the camera labeled Remote. Now your camera will respond to the device. Next, plug your headsets in. On your headphone, there are two connection ports. One is a 1/4-inch TS connector. The other is an XLR connector. Plug the XLR cables into the ports located at the top of the camera. Plug the Y headphone adapter into the headphone port on your camera. Then plug the 1/4-inch TS connectors into the Y adapter. This will allow both headsets to hear the audio output from the camera. Now you should see audio levels on the viewfinder here. Please note, even if you do not plan to provide commentary during a game, at least one of these headsets needs to be plugged in or the camera will not record any sound. Lastly, tuck the case and any other objects you aren't using away so that they don't get in your or anyone else's way. Thank you so much for watching the second episode of the Equipment Essentials and Volunteer Guide. If you at any point have questions, please feel free to reach out to GTV by calling 603-497-5707, emailing us at goffstowntv@goffstownnh.gov, or by visiting our physical location. We are looking forward to working with you to further enhance our sports coverage.